Alright, let's get this started. So, as far as I can tell, I don't think anyone's in chat right now, which, to be fair, is perfect. Oh, I gotta turn this down for myself. Hold on. And I also, it's been so long I started wrong. The way I meant to start it was, hello bookworms and welcome to the stream. Book is back. I'm the Raging Book Nerd. I am back. I don't think anybody's really watching it right now. People probably pop in later, so I might explain this again. But just for anybody watching later, or anybody who does pop in now, just so you know, I am back to streaming. That's the plan. But there are going to be a few changes. Primarily, I'm not going to be streaming like 4 days a week anymore like I used to. That was a bit too much because, I work full time. So I don't have the time for that. But, and I'm just gonna forego the green screen. I've moved recently. I've changed states. I've gone from solid to liquid to gas. It's been insane. No, but I have changed states. Moved to a new place, new room. Don't have a lot of space for the green screen. Just gonna completely forego that for now. That's some kind of extra work I'd have to put in anyway. But yeah, what I'm thinking is that I might stream 1 or 2 days a week. Sometimes maybe more, sometimes more towards the 1. I might switch up what days it happens on. Am I being too loud? I feel like I'm really close to the microphone. Maybe not. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need a burp. But yeah, I'll probably do 1 or 2 streams a week just for the fun of it, because I missed you guys. I missed doing this, Also, I apologize if there's any lag from my video. Maybe not the game video, but my camera video. Because I noticed that and I can't really work on that. I also hope that this is streaming okay with not too much lag, considering that since I have moved, I am... Hold on, I'm just gonna... Is my color temperature okay? Let me check. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I have moved, so our Wi-Fi, I don't know how great that's gonna be where I am now. A lot of trees around and stuff. But yeah. So that being said, I will keep you guys updated with what we're gonna do. But today we're starting with Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Now, chat, it's October. It's spooky season, So what better way to start off spooky season with Spooky's game? I mean, that makes sense, right? Now, I used to have this game. Or why am I saying primarily? Where's that word coming from me? Mainly, I had it back when it was just Spooky's House of Jumpscares. And I don't think I played it all the way through either. So I'm excited to play Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. I haven't really watched gameplay of once it came out as this and people started using it. So I'm excited to see where it goes, and who knows, maybe we'll get some fun little jump scares in there. That being said, let's start the game because this music is driving me insane. Alright, move, WASD, arrows, look, mouse, activate E, enter or space, sprint, shift, that makes sense, use weapon, left click. Now, you've been playing computer games enough when, by default, my fingers went to WASD and my pinky right to the shift key. But yeah, let's head in here, see how it goes. Also, chat, because I have not, been streaming for so long. Let me know if my volume or anything is kind of messed up. I'm not really sure. But yeah, let's left click his weapon. Here we go.
Hello, I am Spooky.
Can you hear that okay? Hold on, I might boost up the audio a little bit for you guys. Oh, whoops. How do I...
Player, make it through 1,000 rooms? Can you find what lies at the end? Or is there even an end? Because I don't really know.
Hey, Rena! Welcome to the chat! Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to boost the game audio a little bit now that, Spooky's trying to talk to us. But, hello, how are you doing? It's been a while. Can you believe I messed up my own intro at the start of this? Oh, I just exited the game because I thought that yellow meant it was selected, but I'm just dumb. So hold on, let me open this back up. Though this is probably good because then we'll be able to see the little intro words that pop up in here. Hold on, I can't read you for a second here, chat. Let me, some things never change. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes, right? Alright, hold on, let me... Trying to... Oop, I guess we won't read it. I'm trying to move it because it keeps full screening on my right screen, which is kind of annoying. But, yeah, Rena, I don't know if you probably weren't in the chat when I was first saying it, but pretty much the plan... My plan is that I'm going to, we're not going to be streaming a full four days a week anymore. That's too much. I can't do that on top of work. But I did miss streaming. And we're foregoing the green screen, don't have room for it. I am in my new house that I live in now. And, what we're going to do is probably stream once or twice a week. I actually might have already said that in the Discord. But yeah, once or twice a week. Just playing whatever we feel like playing. And we're starting off with Spooky.
I'm Spooky.
Hello.
And this is my home.
You're very two-dimensional.
Humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms. Can you find what lies at the end? Or is there even an end? Because I don't really know. Anyway, just go.
Okay, bye. I feel like Spooky has more faith in us than I do, but we'll find out. So, oh, there's actually, I didn't realize there were actually 2 doors. There's that one, and then can we leave? No? Okay. Just wanted to make sure because that would have been interesting. Why can't I move? Oh. Whoa. Hold on. My mouse is freaking out. It's trying to go to the other screen for some reason. What the hell is that? See, this is what I get for not... The real gamers know what's a texture, fake door. Yeah. Well, the problem now, Rena, is that my, my computer is having a heart attack, so give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Task manager saved us. Oh, no, I screwed us again. I've screwed us all. Control, delete. I might have to close Spooky one more time. And I just might have to move it to my other screen, which the only problem with that is then I'm going to have to stare in this direction the whole time. But it's fine. We're going to have to do that. Because the problem is I'm moving my mouse. I moved my mouse off screen, but it was trying to still control the game. Which was not working whatsoever. So yeah, I'll just have to play it while facing in this direction. So bear in mind with me, chat. But on another note, Rena, how are you doing? I haven't, like, talked to you in chat in a hot minute, so while the game resets itself back up. I feel like the name Lag Studios is kind of on the nose there. For as long as you can remember, legends have been told about the derelict mansion upon the hill that casts a blanket of darkness over the town. The history of the house itself is virtually unknown, and even the town's oldest residents cannot remember the mansion's origin. Being an avid history enthusiast, you embark up the mountain to visit the manor, hoping to shed some light on the backstory of this crumbling fortress of darkness. Wow. Amazing. At least we finally got to read that instead of it getting skipped. But yeah, like I said, just don't mind me looking in this direction. What are you saying to me? I'm doing all right. Did some grading today and hung out in one of my friend's classrooms. So that's pretty fun. Oops, didn't mean to hit my microphone. That's cool. Yeah, I've been up to some stuff as well. You might have seen in the Discord. And you know what? Let me I'll throw a link here for anybody who wants it as well. There's a short film that I helped someone I know. So the only thing I did was I tried to fix up the audio because the audio was kind of had issues. Oh, is it not gonna let me paste the link? That's weird. Oh no, it will. There's a link to it on YouTube if anybody is interested. It's called Coach. It actually has Dave Russo, who is a well-known Boston comedian, basically playing the main character. I'm also excited because, Chad, I'm gonna be guest starring on a friend's no posting links. No, don't. You can't ban me from my own chat. Yeah, Spooky, we already heard you. Can we go? Can we just ignore you?
And this is my...
Yep, okay. Great. But yeah, and I'm gonna be guest starring on a friend's podcast. It's called Introvert's Paradise. I'll leave a link to that when I'm on there. Their first season was a little scuffed audio wise, but they're on season 2 right now. Everything's going pretty well. Oh wow, a man hanging. What do you know? That's my favorite picture right there. But yeah, I'm trying to do more projects. Like I said, I want to stream a couple times a week. Hello, I'm gonna stream a couple times a week if I can, and then I'm working on different video projects. Can I open this? I haven't played this game in so long, chat. Like I said, when I played it originally, I was see, Nightbot's posting links. You can't yell at me, Rena, but when I was playing this originally, it was Spooky's House of Jump Scares, and I never got to the end of it, so it was before they did all the updates for Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, so I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. How avant-garde. What is this? Checker thing, we got a painting, somebody in a cage? I don't know. I gotta get used to the movements. Let me know if I'm being nauseating in my... Okay, so we have a speed bar. Nauseating in my turning. I know sometimes watching, like, first-person perspectives can be kind of, difficult. No, don't ban Nightbot. You know, Blue was gonna be here, and then Blue decided to get Chinese food instead. Not here as in with me, but here as in chat. But, he's left us for Chinese food, so... Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. But, again, I can't really blame him, you know? Excuse me, sir. Oh, no. Alright. Chat, what do you think? Left, right, center? What are we feeling? I'll let you decide. This will be a fun, interactive thing. My partner might lurk for a bit. Oh, nice. Always go left. Okay. I will follow your lead there, Rena. We will always go left. Sorry, my hand hit the mouse, which is why it's doing weird movements. Unfortunately, we cannot go left here, so... Can I go backwards? No, I can't. Room 16. I mean, we're 17 out of 1,000 right now, so we're making progress, which is at least something. Do you hear that, chat? Spooky music is starting to play. Only slightly. Oh. That one actually scared me, not gonna lie. I think he forgot to put his makeup on today. I still can't open these. I kind of wish you could. Because, you know, 2% done, yeah. Hey, 2% done is better than no percent done. So, we're doing something right. At least I think we are. What else we got? These... Oh, coffee cup. Oh, there's so many doors. Well, you said always go left, so we'll take the first left. That makes sense. We're gonna stick to, I wonder how much it matters, like, the different doors you pick. Like, if there's just a bunch of different configurations of the game as you're playing it. Hello. That sounded like a, I don't know, a noise that should have been in Pokemon or something. It affects things? Oh, okay. Is it different, like, every time? Like, I mean... Could you, theoretically, play this... I don't know if I should spoil it for it. Well, don't spoil anything too much. But, theoretically, like, whenever you start this, does the configuration always start the same and then it's just your choices? I don't know. At first, this place just seemed cute. But I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched now. And I keep getting this feeling like I'm being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. Are you taking people on romantic dates to, empty, deserted mansions? I know something is following me, but I feel like I am prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I am making progress and reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I'm dreadfully thirsty. Me too, though. Stay hydrated, kids. Is that Jason Voorhees? I don't know. Here we go. Don't drink ink. We should get that printed on a t-shirt. What do you think? Always go left. Alright. I will follow your direction. I see you. They have some good artwork here, though. I'd hire some of these painters, you know, to, fill out my own house with stuff. Oh, chat. We're at 39. 40. We are on our way. Do-do-do. Chad, I've been really into podcasts lately. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. Everyone's an art connoisseur until they get the bill, yeah. Ink. Not quite quenching my thirst. Taste is terrible. Stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. I'm starting to question this person's knowledge of the definition of romantic, because I kind of feel like they don't really know what romantic means. If they, I don't know, they were hoping to find something romantic here. Coffee cup. Do. Chairs? Actually, speaking of quenched thirsts, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Oh, we're in an elevator. We reached room 50, chat. We're making so much progress. Oh, wait, saved. Game saved. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. 50 out of 1,000. What is that? 5? Is that 5%? Is that 5%? No. Yes? Yes, I think that's 5%. I think I'm doing math. Is that how you do math? Oh, it's been so long, chat. I don't remember how to do math. I don't remember how to stream on Twitch. I barely remember my own name. Actually, fun fact, speaking of names, chat, is I'm going to, legitimately, I haven't set up an appointment yet. I need to. But on this arm, I want to get book tattooed on there. Just the word book, you know? Like my nickname on here, like my go-to. It's just going to say book. But I've put very good consideration into what I want it to look like. Specifically, the font. And I really want... Okay, I'm nervous. I really want Helvetica Narrow Bold. I think that's a good font. It's a pretty blocky font, but you know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Helvetica, and I feel like Helvetica Narrow Bold would be a great font to have on my arm as a tattoo. So, yeah, it's just gonna be the word book. I don't know if I want it all in caps or like just the first letter capitalized. But it's gonna happen. And I feel like, you know, Creeps made a good point when I was talking to him about it. He said it would be a very good conversation starter just to have the word book on your arm, and I agree. I think it would be. I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. But yeah, what do you think, chat? Do you have any, tattoos that you were thinking of getting in the future, Rena? Oh, look at that. Maybe I should look around first. Oh, there's a note. That's why. Spouting, slashing, soaking, innards, ingest, invoking, nailing, never stops the choking. That's a beautiful poem. Written in blood. Oh, no. Nope, nope, nope. Go, go, go. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Chat, we just gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I don't like being chased. Which is terrible, because that's kind of like the actual scary part of this game. Go left, go left, go. Go, go, go. Room 65. I would prefer it if we just had some more of the little pop-up things and not giant scary monsters following us. I have not considered any tattoos. I do not have strong feelings towards Helvetica. Oh, shit. This way. Which I guess is the intent of the font. I don't like this room. I don't like this room. Go, go, go. I'm stuck. Okay. Well, I shouldn't turn around. I should just go. I don't know, it's a pretty basic font, but it's a good font, you know what I mean? I like that font. Actually, it's a very fun first time for chat. Oh, hey Camille, what's up? Thank you. I will attempt to kick as much video game ass as I can. Ren and I were just talking about Helvetica as a font for tattoos. Big Mac, are you winning, son? Yeah, pretty much. We're just gonna keep running and not look back. Wait, scary music's done. I don't think he's chasing me anymore. So I think we're okay. I think we're doing alright, you know? Ooh, fancy chandelier. How exciting. But yeah, do you guys want to know why I enjoyed Helvetica as a font? This is gonna be a really dumb story, but basically, I was watching a movie. I think it's called Shorts or something. I don't really remember. But there was a character in it, and her name was Helvetica Black, and it was a reference, you know, to the font. And there was like a whole song which showed it was like Helvetica, Helvetica Black. And I don't know why, but I was like, that's cool. And then I looked up the font, and I'm like, well, I like this font. And that's basically why I like the font Helvetica. What are you saying to me? I'm good, happy to see you. In graphic class, Helvetica was said to be the most compatible font to other fonts. Yeah, see, so that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. And I'm glad to see you too. I haven't talked to you in like a hot minute, to be honest. Especially because I moved. Look at that brain. This is your brain on drugs. I don't know, Helvetica just works, you know? And I want something simple and blocky and bookish, I guess, for the word book. Makes the most sense to me. I moved to Life is Crazy. Oh, you did? When did you move? I didn't know that. Did you change states or just like a different house? This game is a brain on ADHD. Yeah, I mean, basically. Note. I found something today to satisfy my unromantic thirst. I awoke today from a brief faint and found before me a bottle of red wine. I'm not sure what brand or year, but there is no label. All I gather is that it tastes strongly metallic. Did you keep the wine in a metal bottle? Oh wait, or maybe it has blood in it. That makes a lot more sense. Red wine with blood in it makes way more sense than what I was thinking. I got a job in Springfield and moved to Chicopee. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I straight up moved states. I'm in New Hampshire now with all the trees. Okay. This seems to be the same each time. Peter has been talking about ADHD all day. I feel like that's a pretty ADHD move, is to end up talking about ADHD all day. Oh no, this changed. At least nothing's chasing us for that. With real Gene Simmons blood. Yeah. I misread Gene Simmons at first as Genshin. Because Blue and Ari actually got me to start playing Genshin, surprisingly. I actually have to get back to it. I've been super lazy. But I did reach Adventure Rank 16, which lets other people play with you, so that's good. And I've been playing a different game on my own lately, which I probably should have been streaming, because it would have been really fun to stream. It's called They Bleed Pixels. It's back from 2012, and it was, it's like a really hard, what do you call it? A really hard platformer. That's kind of fun. Like, a girl's turning into a demon, and she's trying to stop it and stuff. They don't call him Genshin Impact Simmons for nothing. That's true. Cat. I don't think that was wine. Well, you drank it anyway. Room 100. Chat. We're, what, 10%? 10% in, I think? Is that right? Am I doing my math? I heard there was also DLC for this. I don't think I have the DLC. Maybe that's something I should have bought, or will buy in the future. You know, I also bought, and I don't know if I'm going to stream this on... Oh, wait, I think I can go this way. I don't know if I'm going to stream this on here, or if I'm just going to stream it for some friends in Discord, but, I got, Okay. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What? I think I messed up. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, we did it. Yeah, I figured it out. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I don't know if I'll stream it on here or not, but I actually downloaded Tattletale, you know, that horror game that came out, like, some years ago that has, like, the things that are basically like killer Furbies, but they're not Furbies. They're called Tattletales. I figured that would be fun to play. I watched, like, I think Markiplier or something play that, like, a million years ago. I don't like your sounds. Is he chasing me? I can't tell. I'm assuming he is, but I don't really want to look. I just kind of want to go. Yeah, he probably is, because that's, like, his goo. Does that count as a room? I mean, I guess it's a... Oh, ah! Go, go, go. Go, nope. 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 Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah! Ah! I got stuck, chat. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm panicking. I'm okay. We're good. How do we heal? Can we heal? Oh, we heal over time. Why am I stuck? Okay. Go. Fuck. See, okay, I don't think he's chasing us. Where am I? Oh. Floating turd. Oh, is that where he came from? Maybe. Floating turd man. Hello? What was that? Oh, you're following me. Thank you. I heard the ding and I thought it was from the game because I'm dumb. But, yeah, no. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Vape Mac. Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. I told Spook we need more funds for sedatives, but she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. Genetic lab assistant. Wait, so the ghost had a lab assistant while she was still a ghost? We got a key card though, so that's good. How does one employ people when you are currently dead? Locked. Alright, gotta go through this one probably. Have you considered streaming Poppy Playtime? I don't know what that is. If you explain it to me, then perhaps I might. I believe Subject 5 is loose. The glass around its container is shattered, and I can faintly hear clicking coming from the ceiling. I don't know what will happen now. If it is out and alive, then this is probably my last report. The clicking is getting louder now. Generic lab assistant. Also, chat, I need to pause this real quick. I just realized that I am completely stupid, and nobody told me. But when I was setting up this stream, which, you know, I haven't done in a million years, I didn't change the title of the game. Meaning that I don't know what it was probably like the cat lady or something last time. So my stream probably says, yeah, it says cat lady. I never changed it. Oh, chat. Okay, hold on. One hot minute here. Let me just fix this. I can't believe I did this. I mean, I can believe I did this, but I can't believe I did this. Edit stream info. And see, now I got more viewers. Yeah, chat, just hold on one millisecond. I'm just changing the name of this because, and I'm sorry for anybody who's been confused. I am stupid, and I forgot to change what game I am playing. What I meant was Spooky's House of Jumpscares. Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, I mean. Let's see. Spooky. Jumpscare Mansion. There's an HD version? I didn't know that. Alright. I think I saved it. Okay, yeah, that looks much better. My apologies for that, chat. I can't believe I messed that up so bad. But it's fine. Continue. Alright, what were we doing? We were going... Why is my game up in the corner like that, too? What is wrong with this? Something's wrong with today. I don't know what's happening right now. I apologize. Let me stretch that out a little bit. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know why this happened. It's because I changed it to full screen, so the game got moved. I'll just do this for you. This is such a scuffed stream, but it's been a bit since I've been back, so I apologize. Just bear with me. There, that should be better. Chat. What are you saying to me? Poppy Playtime is a horror game with some puzzles. Mechanics. You travel through a toy factory. Takes about 45 minutes to finish, and it's very popular on Twitch because of Halloween. Oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. The game is divided into chapters, and so far only chapter 1 is out. Scuffing is tradition. Yeah. Guys, I'm hearing weird noises, and it's making me nervous. So I apologize for that. Also, actually, speaking of the fact that I had Cat Lady listed, I don't know if we'll get around to finishing that. Like, I've considered it, but I haven't. I kind of want to start fresh with different games, you know what I mean? So, we'll see. But definitely, we're having fun with Spooky today. I don't like that. The stuff on the ceiling probably means that... Why do I keep getting stuck on the... I don't like that. That's really quiet. I'd rather the creepy music at this point. I'm, like, scared to stop. Like, genuinely, I feel like if I stop, it's gonna get all messed up. Also, how long was my video kind of messed up like that without anybody noticing? I mean, first stream back, you know, you're gonna end up with some mess-ups, but... Either way, I'm glad that you guys stopped in and are watching, so thank you for that. That's just a candle. Because like I said, it has been a hot minute, but I'm excited. Excited to be back. Back in action. I'm glad that our health seems to just regenerate itself on its own. Because if we had to worry about some sort of either picking up health or whatever, you are here. That's not very helpful. I didn't notice issues with stream. I noticed the stream being listed under the Cat Lady. Yeah, why didn't you tell me then? Rena, you could clearly see I'm not playing the Cat Lady. You're supposed to have my back. I believed in you. I trusted you with my life. Or my stream, anyway. Okay. Is this gonna be the same pattern? I'm not sure. Left. Left. Forward. Forward. Yeah, okay. I'm just very open to suggestion. I trusted you. Yeah. Alright, we're at room 149, though, so we're making some decent progress, I'd say. Hang in there. Alright, what we got? I don't know how much longer I can go on. I haven't seen any of my previous notes, so that means either I'm getting somewhere or someone is taking them. Just get our save on, take a swig of water. Oh no, you can't do this to me now, Rena. Rena just did a where's my glasses? Actually, that being said, let me set up a timer real quick. So where's my glasses, chat, in case you don't remember, is where I take my glasses off for 3 minutes, and I have to play the game without them on. So I almost typed where's my glasses into Google. I want a timer. Oh man, I have no idea what's going on, genuinely. 3 minutes. Let's take them off. And start. Okay. This might not be too bad, because this game by itself is pretty standard. Not standard. Everything's pretty big. Ah! That actually scared me. Oh, there's little... Mrs. Spook? Can I play? Oh, why did it do that again? Hold on, chat. I guess I win. Also, chat... Oh, it fixed itself. That was weird. I noticed while looking at the, Yeah, why does it keep making it smaller when I get to this? I'm sorry, I don't know why it's... Can I... Okay. Yeah, see, with this game, it doesn't, I don't think, matter as much that I took off my glasses. Chat, I'm doing so well. Look at all these people I'm murdering. Maximum concentration for maximum murder. Oh, I missed him. No, I missed him, chat. Oh, this is actually getting a lot harder. Oh, I can't keep up. It's actually really hard to navigate with my hands. Game over. Damn it. 43 seconds on our clock. I can't read you until my clock's over. Oh, enter name. Book. Yes. What? Changed it to spooky. This one's broken. Got no letters. Okay, well actually that makes me feel a little better then, because that means that maybe earlier when I'm like, oh, why is my thing like not positioned correctly, that maybe it wasn't messed up as long as I thought it was. I'm just waiting it out. We've just got a couple seconds left, so I want to be able to put on my glasses before I get into something else. Okay. Timer's up. Cool. Glasses. Alright, what have you been saying to me? Very reassuring to know you can kill without glasses on. I know. It's one of my many talents. But, here we go. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Amazing. Room 155. Ooh, what do you do? Cat DOS. Enter. Access specimen database. Specimen 1. Type, docile. Total fatalities, 4. Method, heart attack. A cardboard cutout figure that springs out from the walls. Proved not very effective against healthy subjects. Specimen 2. Type, active. Total fatalities, 137. Method, physical tearing. A mostly semi-solid based specter that frequently changes matter states. Proved very effective against weaker or slower subjects. Specimen 3. Type, active, in testing. Total fatalities, 43. Method, infectious bites. A test specimen being developed at GL Labs should prove useful when released. Trials have shown it is adequately effective to average subjects. Specimen 4, type active, total fatalities 85. Method consumption. A 14th century spirit that was contained and relocated here. Tests have yet to reveal origins, but all relevant information has been placed into testing chamber. Proved effective, but not greatly more than previous specimens. Specimen 5. Type active. Total fatalities 168 ? Method unknown. A creature found inside the church of a small town. Subjects are lost after contact with the specimen. Current method of killing is unknown. Proved extremely effective against subjects with mental issues or weak wills. Specimen 6 error. Well, that's not good. Was that all of the... I think I got all the specimens, right? Oh, there's a next page. Next. Error. Okay. Modify house layout. Error. Alright. Goodbye, Cat DOS. Exit program. Stay hydrated, kids. Hold on. Just repositioning myself. Alright. What do we got going on? I can't do anything with these, right? No. Alright, we'll keep to our left, as you said. Oh, jeez. That was such a delayed reaction for me, too. Like, I saw it, and I jumped, but I jumped, like, a good second after it actually happened. Chat, here we go. Here we are. Chandelier. Room 160. I felt like we went through a lot of rooms, but now it almost feels like we're slowing down, and I think that's more just because of the... I mean, we stopped to read stuff, but it just feels like, you know, the grand scope of the rooms is a little bit, When did I get a flashlight? Is that anime? Wow. Dinosaurs. Hey, Chad, I found a ghost. Ah, okay. We do not want to touch the ghosts. Wait a minute. Is that the thing from, I gotta be careful walking. From Madoka? I think it was. Alright, watch out for anime ghosts. Got it. We'll just, casually walk through. Oh, don't know what that is. Oh, shit. Chat, I'm scared. Ah! Go, you whore. Run. I don't like this. Nope, no. See, this is what I find scary. It's not even like, oh, the, you know, scary monsters, but it's just the fact that, like, something's chasing me, and I'm panicking. I don't know if this is the right way to go, but we're going this way. Please tell me this is the right way to go. Oh, no. Okay, chat, we're gonna run by. Ready? Okay. Alright. We're using our smart, skills to escape very quickly. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. So, I'm just, you know, we'll just pretend like we're not being chased. I don't know if we're still being chased, but we'll pretend like we're not. We'll have a casual conversation. We'll be okay. Nope, she's still following me. Oh, fuck me. I'm sorry for my language, chat. Ah, crap. I don't think I went the left route that time. I'm sorry, I panicked. I couldn't help it. Fun fact, I'm on vacation right now from work, so that's fun. Got the next few days off. Is this not... Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's get out. I don't know where she is. I just want to go. Okay, I don't think she's following us anymore. Is this a FNAF reference?
Hello.
It's a FNAF reference.
Hello.
That makes me stupid happy. You know, I didn't do it on stream, and I should have. I know Ari was telling me that I probably should stream it, but I was going to play through all the FNAF games. And I played through the first one, like I beat Night 6 and, you know, the extra night, Night 7. All, you know, with everybody set to 20. And I was on FNAF 2, and I can't remember if I beat... I might either have been on... I might have been on Night 6. I was either on Night 5 or Night 6 of FNAF 2, where I left off. I can't remember. Let's see. Room 190. We're almost at 20% way through, chat. Incredible. At least we're not in the creepy school anymore. I don't think I wanted to be in there. But yeah, I might have missed one of my left turns. I'm so sorry, Rena. I know that's what you were hoping for, was for me to take all the lefts. It's kind of a hitter. Damn it. This is gonna be the wrong way. I gotta go this way. I saw the chair in the distance. That's how I knew. Sad when streamers betray chat. Chad. Are you Chad now? Maybe I should call you Chad from now on. Chat. You're all Chads in the Raging Book Library. Did you miss me while I was gone? Did you miss your darling streamer? Here to make your lives somewhat entertained, maybe, with my stupidity. Hard to say. For sure. Nope. Nope. That's the goo guy. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. We're good. We're doing okay. Oh, good. We're here. Keep that blood pumping. I don't know why I found that funny. I think this is my last note. I'm going to die having never found my escape. But really, that's not true. This place was like my escape from everything else. In the end, my death is kind of romantic. Maybe this guy's name was Chad. Save it. Head down. Yeah, room 200. We're 20% in, chat. Does it save after every 50? I think that might be the case, or maybe later. I did miss my favorite streamer. Oh, man. Let us venture forth into the unknown. Into the unknown. No. We should do another karaoke stream at some point, chat. What do you think? Not soon, but like at some point. Should be fun. Nope. I'm glad nothing's chasing us right now, because it's when they're chasing us where I get scared. At 100 followers, do you think? Yeah, maybe. What? What the hell? Hold on. My game does this where sometimes I get... Okay. It, my, like, mouse somehow must have gone off the screen enough that it got stuck. But yeah, maybe at 100 followers, I don't know. I don't remember what my 75 follower goal was. It's been a while. I'll have to check and see if I wrote that in Discord. Because if not, then we'll have to figure that out. Oh, I remember this place. I don't think there's anything I can do here, though. I don't think it's necessarily your computer. This is an issue I've seen with every other streamer this game. Oh, really? Oh, hey, 2Pi, how you doing? It's been a bit. I've been taking a streaming hiatus. How are you doing? Were you streaming a little earlier? I think you might have been. I don't remember. Oh, this is like a cell area. A note. The darkness is slowly consuming us now. I don't think our rituals will appease it much longer. How were we supposed to know this would happen? Different notes. It was good to see you, bud. Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you too. Yeah, I was telling Chad earlier that I'm probably not gonna be streaming as much as I used to. Like, I'm not gonna do 4 days a week, because on top of... Oh, this is weird. Because on top of work, I just don't have the time, you know? But, I'm probably gonna do 1 or 2 days a week. That'll be pretty good. Got some other projects working on lately with some people, so... Oh, I don't like you. Nope. Do not like you at all. Okay, so maybe this weird white fog is, Oh. Okay. That's what this does. Yeah, you get that, yeah. I mean, luckily with your channel, though, 2Pi, it's kind of nice, because you guys have multiple, streamers. So, you know, you don't have to have one person, like, streaming all the time. But yeah, so, a couple days a week, you know, foregoing the green screen, because I really don't need it. And, I should be doing okay. Yeah, we're playing some Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion today, though I messed up and, originally accidentally put, Oops, I got stuck. Accidentally put, the cat lady in the title, because I never changed it. Because I, like, you know, it's been a couple months, and after a couple months, you just kind of forget how to play games, but that's fine. Oh, doing a moonwalk. That's creepy, though. I don't like that. Oh, that was the old channel, unfortunately. I'm a solo channel now. Oh, you are? I didn't know that. I mean, that's kind of cool, though. So is it still under 2Pi? But it's just, like, you? Is that, like, how it's going? Or is it you got a whole, like, different channel going at this point? Where's the door? Oh, over there. It's just me on this channel. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check you out when you're live. I haven't been watching any, like, Twitch streams either. I mean, I was never, like, big on watching Twitch myself, and I know I should get into it more. I've always been more of a, like, watch YouTube type of stuff. But, just because it's, like, short videos, you know. But I really got to check out more people more often, especially because it's been a hot minute. Maybe I will. I mean, everything's kind of settled down after moving and stuff. I don't know if I told you. I was telling Chad earlier, I moved out of state. I mean, I'm like an hour away from where I was before. Because I'm in New Hampshire now, but, you know. I have a neat gimmick on my channel now, so you might find it cool. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the gimmick is. Yeah. Moved out of there. FNAF reference. There we go. It's been a weird adjustment, you know, moving to a different state. Especially when you're moving from, like, a city area. Because, like, I always grew up in cities and stuff, but... Or I've grown up in one city, particularly. But I've always been around cities. So to be in, to be living in an area that's, you know, like a town with just a lot of trees and, like, farms with animals and stuff. Like, there's a farm with a bunch of turkeys around.
So, you made it this far.
Yes.
That's great.
Why won't you let me move?
I grant you a gift for your progress.
Thank you.
So just keep going.
Genuinely, chat, if I can get this picture somewhere, like, blown up, I want to put this on my wall someday. The spooky picture, I really want it. To be honest, I didn't actually get into watching Twitch until Book started and got me to check out other channels out. I haven't forgiven him since. Look behind you. Wow. Amazing. Well, I am glad that you're checking out other channels, Rena, and I will not apologize for that whatsoever. So what you're telling me is that when I started streaming, let me get this straight, Rena. So all the people that you always suggest for me to raid at the end of my streams, that I was even like, no, why would I do that? Did you even watch any of them? Or had you even started watching, or did you just look up who's a popular streamer and then you're like, just raid this person for sure? Because I kind of feel like that's how it went. Oh, I don't like these noises. That is correct. I've never watched Pokimane. I just knew she was popular. Oh my. Rena, why do you troll me in this way? I feel like this is something that happens quite often. See, now I say I'm only gonna stream a couple times a week now, but I do have fun, and it's not as much of a setup now, so who knows, maybe I'll do more days, but don't expect there to be more days, you know what I mean? Like, that might be the case, but don't, like, bank on it. I gotta get away from her. Okay, left or right, left or right. I'm gonna go left. Please don't be bad. Okay, good. I've watched a little Jabroni Mike, but he streams so long that it clearly drains him. Yeah, see, that's the problem with streaming. Like, if you're somebody who's good at doing, like, chill streams that can go on for hours and hours, then it's totally fine to do that. You know, because some people can. They have, like, the energy, or, you know, they don't work or something, so it's not like they're drained earlier in the day. But I feel like part of it is because of how much I talk and, like, other stuff. Like, I can be fairly high energy for streams, but I can only last so long, you know what I mean? And then I run out of energy. So that's why my streams tend to be, like, anywhere from, like, 1.5 to 3 hours. Usually aim for at least 2 hours, but, you know, it changes up sometimes. So my stream now is me playing Nick All-Star and trying to body people. That's fair. I haven't even looked that much into that game. I just know it's basically Nickelodeon Smash from what people say. Actually, speaking of Smash, too, like, I was so big on making sure I got all the DLC characters, and then I just stopped doing that, so I haven't got, like, the last few. I actually don't even know how many characters are out now that I don't have, because I just haven't been checking Smash in a while, and I really should. Because, you know, me, Midnight, and Blue streamed Smash one time, and we got, Big Mac followed us, which I really appreciate, but then we never played Smash again, which is kind of funny, because Midnight's like, oh yeah, you should, you know, if you want to follow, whatever, we'll probably play Smash again, and then we just never did. Bones. That might be the guy who was writing our notes. I'm assuming. I don't know. More bones. Are there multiple people? Cobwebs. We're almost at 30% way through, chat. We're at room 291. 292. 293, I can count. Still not helpful, thank you. I can't tell if this is normal scary music or if something's after us. Oh, it's changed. Okay. So, let's see. 1, 2... Nope. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 3 ups and a left. It's different from before, but we're making progress. Now they're all bones from the same guy. He just fell apart very slowly. Imagine. But that wouldn't make any sense because they both had rib cages. Are you telling me this man had more than one rib cage? I mean, I suppose it's possible. Oh, there he is. I like his hat, though. He truly was a romantic. No letters anymore. GL Labs, wow. Chat, we're 30% in, 300 rooms. Here we go. That guy kept it together, I guess. That's true. But in that case, who were the other bones? We may never know. Do. We'll have to see when I'm done with the stream chat if I remember how to raid people. Considering this stream started off so scuffed. I still can't believe that I forgot to make... like, I forgot to put the game... Like, make the title and put the... select the game and stuff, so... I think at one point we went up at 5 viewers, and I'm sure, like, a few of those people, or most of those people came, and they're like, oh yeah, we're playing the Cat Lady? Yeah, I'll take a good look at that. And then they show up, and it's really Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. But, you know, when you haven't streamed in a while, it's a bit of a learning curve. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I mean, one of those. One of those has to be correct, right? But we'll see how it goes. I gotta say, I like the fan songs people make for Spooky. There's like 2 different fan songs I know. Oh, this is the Legend of Zelda reference place. Locked. That one's solid. We can go through this one, yeah. Chat, you know I love my Legend of Zelda. Happy Mask Salesman. But just afterwards he came, running to the river, crying and wailing that his children were being drowned. He dove into the river, trying to save his possessions. The townspeople, bitter and still angry, watched him frantically thrash and dive into the river until he never came back to the surface of the water. I think I was supposed to read this side first. One day, a strange merchant came to town. He sold handmade puppets and trinkets, and all the children loved his store and his gifts. But the town couldn't support his store because the other shops were failing. The other shopkeepers became jealous, so one night some of the townspeople took all of his puppets and threw them in the river. Yeah, just pretend we read that in, like, the opposite, key picked up. Okay. Chat. At some point, I should play some Legend of Zelda games on here. I mean, I know that we played, I think if I remember correctly, I have to keep an eye on this guy wherever he is. I know we played a little bit of Breath of the Wild and didn't get back to it, which is fine. Was that the boss key? Locked. Okay. But I want to play some of the other games. I mean, Breath of the Wild is great and all, but, like, what, you starting with the wrong document was too real. You know, right? There are more notes. Although not what they wanted, the shopkeepers were satisfied. Years later, the children of the town began to go missing, and as more and more children disappeared, people began to find more and more puppets in the forest and around the river. These puppets seemed almost to look like the missing children sometimes. Amazing. But yeah, I want to play some of the more classic ones, because I'm really into that. And also, like, I have on my Switch already, what do you call it? Link's Awakening HD. And then I just need... I think it'll start popping up once we go through here. So let me just finish my sentence real quick before I get distracted. And I want to buy, Skyward Sword HD. I mean, I have a lot of the other ones on other consoles, and we can probably find some emulators to play them so you can see them. But, oh! Jeez. Okay. We'll just, get through here. But yeah, we should play more Zelda games. I'd love to have you guys watch me play Ocarina of Time. It's my favorite, one of my favorite games for both nostalgia purposes, but also, it's just a good game, you know? Okay. I don't like that I can't see him. See, this I remember. I don't know where he is, chat. Okay. Oh. Why are you coming through the walls? Where are you? Okay. Ignore that noise I just made, chat. Pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, we should play some Zelda games at some point. That'd be pretty sweet. Or if I can find emulators too of like... Where is he? Where is he? Okay. Of like, I would love to play the Legend of Zelda CDI games because I think it'd be funny. Like, you know, Wanda Gamelon and stuff. Puppet Man, I can't... Is he gone? I don't hear the... Okay, no, he's not gone. He's not gone. Okay. Okay. See, the problem is, like, I can keep my eyes on him, or in his direction, if I know where he is. But, if I don't know where he is, I can't really do that. Oh, did he kill me? Oh, come on. I couldn't get past him. Chat, we might have died for the first time this game. I mean, over 300 rooms in, not terrible, but... To become a puppet is to rid oneself of the pain and harshness of choice. Now nothing you do is your fault. I didn't get to finish reading it. Chat. Game over. Your soul wanders in endless maze. Wow. Oh. Top 10 players book. Thank you. Enter. Loading external assets. I can't believe we died. See, you didn't die, you just became a puppet. Good point, good point. Ridding us of the awful choices we have to make. Now, I believe we should be able to continue from our last save. Play. Continue. Okay. Wait a second. This is different. Did I not read this last time? This place is finally starting to affect me. I've seen enough horror movies to know how to survive a simple ghost or two. But these monsters keep getting faster and stranger. I guess I didn't need to save it, but... There's so many elevators. I think this room is different from when we were in it before we died, so that's interesting. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Alright. Let's go. Ooh, chat. Oh, this is different. Nice couch you got there. Broken fork. What? Okay. Can I get my picture up on that wall? Get a little bit of the book nerd up there? That would be nice. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. I realized I'm dumb. I totally forgot I could play ads. Because I have affiliate. I'm going to hit the ad button because it's been a hot minute. It's been over an hour. Normally I try to do this every 30 minutes. So, yeah, let's see if it works. Tell me if it works. Here you go. I pressed it. I don't know if you see anything. Do. In order to survive this, press this 15-second ad. Oh, you got one? That's great. In order to survive this house, I need to keep writing notes. I must do everything a central protagonist would and hope this is one of those stories. Insert obscure horror reference that no one gets and misinterprets as instructions somehow. Precious content down the pipeline. Yeah. So this is interesting, chat, that it is different coming back from our save file than where we left off. I mean, it looks like we're back here, but the setup is different, you know? Alright, this time let's not die from and become a puppet. Now, in these first few rooms, we should be fine, because I don't think he appeared until we got into that other room with, like, the skull on the door. I like that they reference Legend of Zelda 2 by making the eyes on these kind of look like the Sheikah eyes. Don't give me creepy sounds. I haven't even entered the scary place yet. Key picked up. Okay. I'm not going to bother to read the things because we already read them. But we shall get through. Here we go, chat. Oh, back. I know, I gotta really do better posture. I got stuck again. Here we go. How's my audio, by the way? I'm not peaking at all, am I? I don't think so. I hate these because I can't get, like... Ah! Where is he? Just go through the damn door. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna stand for a second, because if I wait, as long as I'm staring at him, he's not gonna get us. Oh, shit. I didn't know he could disappear, because I was like, oh, I can just sit and heal for a hot sec. Okay. Oh. I don't like this man. I think your best bet is to move as fast as you can rather than keep an eye out for him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Rena. Oh, good, I can run backwards. That's actually a good thing to know. Ah. See, the problem is you want to, like, panic, right? You want to panic and just fucking keep running. Is he still around? Yes. Where is he? Go. Aw, damn it! He got me. See, I don't know what to do, because, like, I can run, right? I can run to try and, keep away from him. But if I don't get a hold of where he is and see him, he just teleport, basically, and get me, or run real fast. But if I try to wait and look for him, you know, I'm sitting there turning in circles, and he can technically attack me from, like, any angle. So it's kind of weird. Like, I don't really know what the best way to do. Hey, we beat our record. What the best way to do that is. So I guess we'll have to see. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I don't know what's going on anymore. On chat, Well, that does that. I want to show you something. So, have you ever seen an infinity cube? They're just kind of like cool fidgety things. And I used to have one. I thought I let Core borrow it, but he said I didn't. So there's a good chance I just left it at home during the move. But that one was like a plastic one. So I actually ordered on Amazon. It was like $20, but I ordered a metal one. And it's cool because it's got like a blood splatter design on it. And yeah, it's called an infinity cube because you can just keep infinitely folding it and opening it and stuff. So it's just got a very satisfying click. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was cool. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. It does, yeah. Here we go. Is it the same note? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I bother hitting save after we already saved it. It's just what I've been doing. I'm sorry, I'm like yawning directly into this microphone. But yeah, so chat, just as a, so like I was talking about, you know, I'm gonna be on my friend's podcast. It's called, Introvert's Paradise. You can listen to it on Spotify and I believe some other places. So I think we're gonna be recording on Sunday at some point. And then, you know, he's gonna edit the podcast and stuff and then put it up. I don't know when it's gonna be put up. They try to do it like every 2 weeks, you know. I'm assuming it'll just go up sometime after it's done, but once it is, I will totally link you guys to it so that if you want to hear good old Book talking on a podcast rather than playing some games, then you can do that. And like I said, it won't, obviously, unlike this, where it's just my voice that you're forced to listen to, you'll get to listen to some other people. Because usually the three hosts of it, their names are Shadow, Red, and Curly. So they're the ones who are usually on there. But I will be joining them. I know all of them IRL. But yeah, it should be a fun time. And they're basically, at first they tried to, you know, it was supposed to be kind of like a comedy, friends talking, kind of whatever podcast. And it started out originally as them, I always do this even though I know the pattern, as them trying to stay on top, like start with the topic and like stick with the topics, but it kind of devolved probably a little better into them just kind of talking, you know. So when you listen to it, it's basically like sitting there listening to friends just kind of talk about random stuff. That's pretty much what it is. So if that's kind of your thing, if you want to hear like varied topics, like their last episode, they talked about it started off, they were just talking about different like animal stories, and then it was going into like video games and like other stuff. So if you just want to hear some nerds talking, that's a podcast to do it. And now Midnight, I believe, is still doing his podcast. I haven't talked to him in a hot minute, but his podcast is, you know, the Bird Brothers anime podcast, which I won't be making any guest appearances on that, I don't believe. Mainly because I haven't been watching that many anime lately. Oh, jeez. Which, you know, is probably on me. I just haven't been as into it. So I don't think I'd be able to even give much input even if they wanted me on there. But, I should be doing okay, though, on, Shadow's podcast, because... And you'll see, Shadow actually just popped into the Discord recently. I added him to it. So he'll probably self-promote in there sometimes as well. But, that'll be a pretty good podcast, because it'll just be people talking. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling now. I'm trying to, like, not have a panic attack while fighting this puppet man. Okay, I'm gonna stare at him and let my health reload, but just until he disappears, and then I'm immediately gonna hit spacebar to leave. Because the most health that we can get back in this, the better. I hate these rooms. I hate them because of the corners. You know, because like in here, I might be able to turn and like see him and gauge what's happening. But I can't... Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, there he is. We're good. He looks angry, but we're okay. We'll just keep an eye on him. Unfortunately, you can only keep an eye on him so long and then he moves. I mean, I can run, but I don't... Oh, that's fucking... Okay. I just gotta keep my eye on the prize here. Go. Alright. Somehow we survived that. And we got back up to full health, which is great. Bird Brothers podcast is pretty good for anime. My partner and I recently got into Fushigi Yugi. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I gotta get back to anime. It's been a bit, you know. I mean, there's some, like, for one thing, I could get back into My Hero because I never saw the most recent season. I still need to do that, and I know there's like a third movie that was coming out. But like, I'm sure there's other stuff too that I could watch. Is he still chasing me? I think we got away from him, chat. I think we're okay now. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so it seems we know at least 2 patterns for those rooms. Why is that like that? Nope, not gonna do it. We're just gonna go this way. Oh, I think that was just a flickering torchlight. So that means whenever we go in there, we can try one of the 2 patterns. I don't know if there's a third pattern somewhere, but being able to try those will help us, you know? I'm glad I got my microphone set up again. I was fighting with it earlier. But it's, you know, it's a good quality microphone. And I had to get back to using the arms because our dear friend Archie actually bought it on the Twitch wish list that I had. Which it occurred to me I might need to update that because I don't know if that would try to mail stuff to the old house. Not that any of you guys are planning on buying me anything anytime soon anyway, but, you know, that'd just be kind of awkward because then somebody else would get whatever it was. The screen looks fuzzier, which has me nervous because I think that means something is going to be attacking us. Locked. Alright. Where are we? We're at 3:45. Okay, so I'm assuming that our next save point would probably be at room 400, not 350, but I don't actually know. Oh, what is that? What is that noise? Ah! What is... Ah! I'm gonna die, chat. I don't have enough health. So the problem is she can phase through things, so... A couple of those places, because of the twists and turns, she just went right through the wall. Fuck, go! Fuck. Okay. We're regaining some health, though. As long as I can just keep kind of powering through, we might be okay. Oh, fuck me. See, that's when they get you. That's when the little guys get you and scare you because you're too focused on running away and you think that thing's gonna come out and kill you, and then they just pop up with their little cute faces and scare the shit out of you. I would simply evade my enemies. Yeah. Whew. Pumpkin. Is she still chasing us? No, I don't think so. Okay. So, you know, I figured it out. Chat, I figured it out. Basically, if you hear, like, the little, like, weird puppety noises, it's the puppet guy, right? And then if you see a little bit of static on your screen, it's, what's her face? that girl that was just attacking us. If you see like green goop somewhere, it's that kind of goopy guy that was coming after us originally. And then if you see white fuzziness all over the screen, that was that one that like slowly walks towards you but like fucks with your head a lot. And then I saw ones where like black stuff was on the ceiling. That might be for the weird spider looking thing. I'm not really sure, but this is good because this means that we'll be able to figure out what's coming after us and what to do about it, depending on what's around us. Now, granted, I don't know what the difference is between Ghost Girl and, like, Scary Japanese Ghost Girl and, the, like, goopy guy, because they both just kind of float after you and I think can phase through things. Or actually, the goopy guy might not be able to phase through things, I'm not sure. I know that she can, and they can both float, so that kind of sucks, but I feel better now, though. We're back to full health. We're, like 24 floors away from probably our next save point, so we should be able to get to that if we're lucky. At least I'm hoping. But we'll see what we can do. But yeah, what do you think, chat? Originally I was going to stream it for some friends, but I might just stream it on here, unless they end up wanting me to stream it just for them. But how do we feel about Tattletale? How do we feel about, like, killer Furby-looking things attacking us? Because I did buy that for, like, $5, so I can stream that on here. Continue our spooky Halloween-type games. Should be fun. I also got another game. Like, I got a couple games for my Switch recently. But I don't have the Elgato hooked up. That's something I'll have to hook up later. If I want to use that. I'm gonna just... Can I move this towards me? Can I speak softly into the microphone and caress your ears? No, but yeah, I'm gonna I'd have to set up the Elgato for those, but I do have games on my computer, so that's good, and we can play those too. And maybe at some point we'll hook up if we hook up the Elgato again. Maybe at some point I can hook up what is it called? The like the SNES Classic or something, and we can play either like Super Metroid, if that's on there. We can play like Donkey Kong Country. We could play Earthbound. Those would be some fun games. Actually, I'd be down for Donkey Kong Country. We say I'd be down for it, but then again, I got you on Discord. Yeah. Did you mean Discord? You said Discord. There we go. We remembered the pattern. We're almost there, chat. 11 more rooms. Here's all these pictures again. 11 more rooms, 10 more rooms, and then we can probably save it. I'm hoping. Oh, what is that? Ah! Okay. Puppet guy. Oh, don't screw me up now, dude. Where is he? Oh. Oh. I don't know where he is. Oh. Okay, good. I know where he is now. We got 5 more rooms. Come on. 5 more rooms. Five more rooms, and then we should be okay. I'm hoping. It better save after every 100, or I'm gonna be so upset. Okay. Where is it? Where's the door? Ah, fuck. The door's not on this side, is it? I don't think he moved yet. But we're regaining health, so that's good. That's what you said, Discord, yeah. Oh. Shit. Okay. We're almost there, chat. Just go. We just gotta go. Go, go, go. Oh, thankfully we did it. Thanks, Zeus. We're good. We're good. We're okay. Keep a little pep in your step. In order to survive this house, I need to keep writing notes. I must do everything a central protagonist. Wait, we already read that. GL Labs. Huh. Chat. 400. We're at 130. Do we want an ad? I think we want an ad. Quick ad for you, and as I go down the elevator, and then we will continue. Stretch. Did you get it? I clicked the ad button. I don't know if you got it. Oh, this is new. Okay. Oh, you're different. Still adorable and giving me heart attacks, but different. Oh. I don't like that. There's like no floor there, and I don't know if that was on purpose, like if that was a game design, or if it was Is this the sound of an enemy, or is this just... I think this is just creepy. That's it. .408. I wonder if that has any more information.
Well, hello there. Are you lost, little one?
Hello. Can I?
This place can help those who are ready, but expect turmoil more than you are used to.
What does that mean? I don't like that. I don't know, maybe I should have went left.
Knowing your shadow can greatly help you, but be ready to see what you'd rather not be.
Knowing your shadow. Chat. What is, oh. Chat, what does this mean? Oh. Oh, those just change. Okay. Enemy, anemone, an enemy, another, me, anemone, and an enemy, anemone. That is a mouthful. Well, those things aren't attacking me, so that's alright, I guess. It means the game about to get messed up. Oh, jeez. Messed up like, as a million things gonna attack me, or is it just gonna look scary? Though I gotta say, the soundtrack for this game is pretty good. Genuinely. Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Yes. Jeez. What did it mean by know my shadow, though? Now, I did notice that some of these wall things start off, like there's some that are just dark, like that one, but then it changes. Oh, no, they all do that, actually. Well, I can't be going the wrong way, because it just counts as more rooms. right? So I think we're okay. We'll just stick to our kind of left route here. And see what happens. I mean, maybe... Oh. Well. I was like, wow, nothing's attacking us. We're fine. But, oh, that's weird. You guys can't see the top 10 players thing on my thingy when I save it. Probably because it's an extra window. Well, we died. Okay, so I'm fine to casually walk through those, I think. I just gotta make sure... But that looks different. I just gotta make sure that I don't rush it, because that way I don't want to run into whatever that wall monster was. And then we can figure it out, you know? So, the wall that was there, it kind of reminded me... I know this game has many references. It kind of reminded me of, like, Earthbound and, like, the final boss thing that you fight. If anybody knows anything about that, really. Sorry, I'm just clearing out some stuff. Alright, let's get in this. Gigas, yeah. Gigas? I never know how to say it. Also, chat, did I have these glasses last time I was streaming? I don't remember. Because I got them at some point. Also, how bad is the lag on my camera? Because I noticed that sometimes it doesn't quite match up what I'm saying when I'm talking. It's like it's a really small delay as far as I know. But, oops. I just want to make sure I'm not, like, messing anything up. That's right. I'm gonna go left. Do. Also, again, sorry if it's, like, nauseating at all, because I know watching first-person things can be a little bit rough sometimes. I think it's maybe 2 seconds or less, yeah, so at least it's not too bad. I don't really know how to fix that. I had to adjust some settings earlier, and, it being, you know, things plugged into different places, being in a different house with different signals and stuff can change things up a little bit. So, I'm glad the stream's working fine, right? Because I'm actually surprisingly running off of Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm not that far from the router, and I used to run on Wi-Fi at the old house, but I feel like this makes a difference, you know? Threshold of consciousness. Wow. Okay, bye, cat.
Well, hello there. Are you lost, little one?
But I do have an Ethernet cable. I just didn't plug it in. Now, if I walked into the wall, would that kill me? First time chat. Boo. Hello. How do I say it? Jeep this JKB. I'll just call you Jeep. How you doing, Jeep? Welcome to the chat. We're playing some Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, as you can see. I haven't been streaming in a bit, so this is kind of like a return to streaming. So I apologize if the stream gets scuffed at all. It was a little bit before. It's been a hot minute. Hi, I'm doing okay, and you? I'm doing pretty good. It's been good to play this, because I never got this far in the game, because I used to have it as a, you know, back when it was Spooky's House of Jump Scares, and I never got, like, crazy far into it, but obviously I haven't played it with all these updates from when it turned into Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Scuff his life. That's true. Honestly, my whole life is scuffed, let's be honest. I guess I'll just keep going, because like I said, I mean, we made it through a bunch of rooms without it being any issues. I think the problem was I started rushing it. I wasn't, like, casually walking through this part. I started running, and I ended up running into a wall that killed me. Now, granted, I don't know if that wall is going to follow us, if it's going to stay there. But for now, I think the best course of action would just be to stay, like, just keep being careful and just slowly make our way through. Because if it is a matter of, like, oh, you're just not supposed to run into that wall, but it's not really doing anything, or even if I do have to run away from it or something, I just want to make sure I'm not going to blindly run into it like last time and immediately die. Because that didn't even do damage to us. It just killed me. It just straight up killed me. So, you know. Does anybody remember how many rooms we got through before I died? At that point, though? I think it was like 428. Because it had me save my score after, and I think the score is based on the rooms you've been through. So, I'm pretty sure it was something like 428. Okay, now it's creepy music, so I think this means this is where we can die. So we gotta be careful. It's a different door. Oh, no. Oh, did we make it out? Are we okay? I hear creepy noises, but I don't think we're dying. So I think we might be alright. I'm hoping. Chad, I don't like this. I don't like the sound that's coming at us. Maybe I should run. Like, part of me wants to run, but part of me wants to be kind of slow about it, just because I don't know if we're gonna be attacked by... What was that? Okay, it's her. Okay. Yep, no, we're running. Oh, I hate these ones without floors. Okay. We just gotta keep running. Because I don't trust going slow with her on our tail. However, we're at 442, 443. Oh, crap, I got stuck. So we're doing alright. We're not doing too bad. If we can get to 500, we can probably save it again. I'm hoping. But just the thought of getting to like 450 is pretty nice as well. Is she still after us? I don't know. I don't see her. I think she stopped. Okay. See, once something is... Oops. Oh, that was different. This is a different pattern. Let's try this. Nope. Left. Left. Up. Left? Okay. So far we have 3 different patterns that we've done in there before, and I'm just nervous for with things chasing us. We'll have to figure out which one's which. Yes, run, be afraid. Let fear take over your decisions. Let chat feed off that fear. I think you mean Chad. That's what you called yourselves earlier. Well, I still haven't died, so it appears I might be the protagonist, but I'm not entirely sure. I hope I'm not some side character that leaves notes for pointless exposition. Also, I found a strange computer that gave descriptions of the monsters, and it seems like they are called effective based on how many people they kill. Yes, we too found that computer not too long ago. The fear tastes nice. Oh, I'm sure it does. Fear is a fantastic cuisine that we serve here on the Raging Book Nerd channel. Run away like you did all those years ago. It's okay, Book. The accident wasn't your fault. Jeez. Here we go. Actually, it's crazy to think, once we hit 500, we actually will be halfway through the 1,000 rooms. Now, granted, I don't know if it just sticks to 1,000 rooms, or if other stuff happens, because like I said, I haven't played through this game, especially later on. Grilled over the bones of babies. Yes. And charred on the entrails of my enemies. Oh, what we got going on? Well, nothing's chasing us. I don't know why I'm bothering to run. I guess just to go through things faster. And then I get scared by a cup of coffee. I gotta say, I like the cute sound effects, though. They're kind of funny. I wonder why they just leave chairs and tables in these weird places. Let's see if this one's the right direction. Oh, we guessed right. Yeah. Can you run of the egg? What? Can you run of the egg? What does that mean? That doesn't sound good. Oh, this is the freaky one. Okay. Alright. Luckily, this guy can get kind of stuck sometimes. So, and he walks real slow. Oh, I looked at that face that it made on the thing, and I was like, is that Nick Cage? But it's not Nick Cage. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, he's slow. Come on, we can do this. We just gotta get back. Took the wrong route. That's why it's harder on these ones. Oh, the edge. Off the edge. Or of the egg. What? Chat, you're confusing me greatly. I don't know what you're saying to me. You know, one of these days, those rooms that don't have a floor are probably actually gonna have me fall out of the floor. Off the edge, I can't fucking spell. Okay. Just run off the egg book, yes. No, we can't run off the edge, which is good, because if we could, I would have died so many times. Trying to sprint over that. I'm surprised that time it actually didn't change the way the room looked. Alright, there we go. We're at 481, chat. We're very close to 500. We're making it halfway. Now, here's the thing. So once we reach the halfway mark, are they going to continue... Hello. Are they going to continue with the, you know, the pattern of having us save every 100 levels? Because originally it was like, you know, 50, then 100, then whatever. But, or is it going to be harder? And then once it's harder, we're going to have to, save like every 200 or 300 or whatever. We're halfway there, Squidward in a chair. What? We're halfway, oh, we're halfway there, Squidward in a chair. That rhymed. Okay. It took me a second. Alright, that thing's not chasing us anymore, so that's good. Oh, this is a weird one. This one, like, loops all the way around. Alright. Oh, we're coming up on our 2-hour mark, chat. Look at us go. I don't know how long I'll stream for. Probably not, like, super much longer. Because, you know, once I hit the 2-hour mark, I start to get kind of tired. But we'll stream a little bit. Especially being our first stream back. And making his way downtown, walking fast, walking faster. That's accurate, 100%. You know exactly what's going on, Rana. All right, we're getting there. Six more floors. I think the effectiveness of the specimens is also somehow related to the souls of the people they kill somehow. Anyway, I'm still alive and strong, but I feel like the inmost cave of my journey lies ahead. I wonder what the antagonists will look like. I hope they're cute. Me too. Cute antagonists, I approve of 100%. Ship it, OTP, love it. I don't know. We're almost there, though. See, I don't even look down. I'm fearless. I'm a fearless man. What is this? I just realized that I never had a mentor figure, trial, or leaving home scene. That means this story isn't following the archetypes to make me a traditional hero, which means I can be killed off. Well, it was nice for a little while, at least. That moment when you realize you're not the protagonist. So upsetting, so meta. Hey, what's up?
Well, here you are, alive and still here. You just keep on going, don't you? Well, the next door has been fixed up for you. So enjoy and keep moving on, you little fleshy live one.
So if I remember correctly, actually, chat, like I'm having a flashback to when I tried to play this forever ago or watch somebody play this. Password cheese. And I'm worried that if we go through that door, it's gonna set us back to like 0. Also, do I need to write this password down? You know what? I'm gonna write it down just in case. I think it's set up to save, so I don't think I need to write down the password, but I'm going to write it down because it's good to just in case. Now, am I going to remember that this is the password, or am I just going to look at this and say, why did I write cheese on a piece of paper? One of those two options is going to happen, but I'll write password above it, so maybe I'll remember. I'll look at it later and be like, oh yeah, grocery list, I got to go pick up some cheese. See, chat? Just so I remember, I wrote it down. Cheese. We're good. We are A-okay. Can I go through this? No, it's out of order. Sad. Oh, no, it says 501, so I guess we're okay. I'm assuming that this is creepier than it should be. Room 52. Hold on. Can I go back? They've reset me to room 52, chat. They've lied to me. Now you have his handwriting, you can forge it, yeah. Day 2, food supply deleted, water supply at 30%, mental health deteriorating, leaving notes behind to help others, and mark where I've been. Can't believe they've reset us back so far. I feel betrayed. This is just like how, you know, and one day I want to play this too. I don't know how much you guys know about some of the older games, but there was that game, was it Ghosts and Goblins, right? And it's like a very difficult, like side-scrolling old game, and you know, you finally get to the end of the levels, and then I think the ghost girl's chasing us, and then unless this is just how this room looks. You finally get to the end, and then they say, oh, actually, this was just a dream. You have to do it all over again. This was such a surprise that there would be another entry, another actual entry, one I could admire. But then suddenly as it came, it left, and now you disband. Your influence and inspiration will never leave me. But yes, you have to play that game all over again from the beginning, but it's more difficult than it was. This was a wait. Do I have to go back? Oh. I think I'm stuck in a loop, chat. But yeah, that game would be fun to play, but, you know, I'll probably only get so far in it if we do. Again, I really wish that I had, decided to stream the game that I've been playing on my own now. But at this point, I'm not going to stream it because we're too far in. They Bleed Pixels. Because that's a really good game, but it's a very hard platformer. Error. Cannot release twice. Exit through. What? Oh. Express tunnel. Great. Okay, now we're at 512. They bamboozled us, but they brought us back. They really had us in the first half, chat. Oh, I don't like that. I think this is the weird spider thing, but I don't know what it does. Like, I don't know if it just runs after us or it comes from the ceiling. Last time I saw these, I just kept running, so I didn't really have to deal with it. So I think as long as I'm fast and quick, we're okay. At least that's what I'm hoping. Ooh, purple. What a royal color. Oh, chat. They really had us for that 1% of the game where it lied about the room numbers, yeah. I'm glad we found the express tunnel thanks to that error. Okay. Oh, that was scary. We're at 528. We're on our way. We're doing alright. Locked. But don't give me locked doors, chat. Not chat, sorry, the game. You guys aren't giving me the locked doors, but the locked doors are nerve-wracking and I don't like it. Okay, we're here again, as far as you know. Yeah. I know, chat you could be influencing this entire game and I would have no idea. For all I know, Jeep could be the creator of this game. Could be a spy hacking into my computer right this minute. I don't think you are, Rena, because I know you. I know who you are. I know where to find you. I don't think you would be dumb enough to risk me coming after you. Okay. So it's probably left, left, up, left. That's one of the patterns. Yeah. You can find me, but you can't catch me. Watch me try. Do you see these sprinting skills? I could come right at you. Two hours in and you've made 53% of the way. Yes. Actually, speaking of 2 hours in, before we continue, allow me to play an ad for you, dear chat. I hope you got the ad. If you didn't, let me know. That's about 4.5 rooms per minute. That's not terrible, I don't think, right? Wait, 4.5 per minute? Well, I guess we did stop at a few places, because I mean, some of these I'm like running through more than 4 rooms in well less than a minute. Oh, we're in the forest now, chat. If I remember correctly, that means there should be a killer deer or something. I'm hoping we'll get a weapon. Please? If I remember correctly, it said left clicks how to use a weapon. So, oh. Nope. I'm staying away from you guys. Because I don't have a weapon, and I know you're killer deer. I remember that much. I don't know what they are, but those are definitely not deer. I tried sneaking up on one the other day to kill for food, but it saw me as soon as I got close. I was barely able to get away from the thing. I've managed to board up most of them. Hopefully I can find another way out of here. What's my phone doing? My phone right now, chat, is my way of making sure I'm actually live on air. Because it's watching my thing. Alright, I want a weapon. Please give me a weapon. I'd feel marginally better with a weapon. Oh, there's a weapon. Okay. Alright, we have an axe. Uses a bit of stamina. I'm still gonna try to stay as far away from the deer as possible, but, I will be ready to swing it at them if need be. Am I too close? No, I'm okay. We just gotta stay a little bit away from them. Chat, what do you think the possibility of me finishing this game in one night are? Oh, fuck. I guess it depends on, how far or how long I'm willing to play this tonight. Where's oh. Okay. Nope. Okay. This is nerve-wracking. What are you saying to me? You kids these days can't live without your phones. I'm so glad phones didn't exist when I was born in 1776. I know, Rena, you're very old, aren't you? You're such an old person. Ooh, key. Nice. Actually, Rena, am I the same age as you? Are we the same age? Are you older than me? Am I older than you? I don't remember. Does anybody remember? I know your partner is younger than me. I don't remember your age, though. What is this? What is happening? Oh no. I don't know what you are. I do not know what you are. I do not want to know what you are. We're getting out of here. Don't play a ditty for me. If you're born 76, we're about the same age. Yeah. Hold on, Rena. I'm in the middle of having a heart attack. What is it saying? Can anybody tell what it's saying? I just gotta go. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. We're getting really close to 600, though, chat. 600 rooms, I mean. This is one of the ones that wasn't in the specimen log. Now, fuck. Now, granted, I didn't read all the specimen logs, but, so perhaps it has been added, like the error's gone. I haven't stopped to read them again. Oh. Okay. We're good. He's not after us anymore. That was nerve-wracking. Almost there. Day 3. Hallucinations are manifesting at increasing intervals. The cause is probably sleep deprivation, or a gas that is being pumped into the rooms. I have not yet been injured, so I don't think the cause is a brain injury or a blood clot. Okay, good. Stupid little scary things coming at me. All the time, all the ways. Oh, hold on, my back hurts. Chat. You gotta make sure you sit with proper, proper, whatever, back stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Stay hydrated. It's very important. I also kind of need to use the bathroom, but I don't know if I should just wait until I'm almost done with the, stream. What do you think? I'll tell you what, chat. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen just for a second while I, run to the bathroom, and, then we shall continue. So, and you know what? I won't try to run an ad because I tried to do that earlier, but I'll put on the BRB screen. So, I'll be back. Yeah, Rona, I just I read your chat message right there. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I have another 90 minutes in me. I might stop when we get to 600 here. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see where we're at and what we want to do, and then we might, if that's the case, we'll try to play more of this probably next stream. I don't know exactly when I want to do the next stream yet. It could be tomorrow if I have time. It could be a different day later in the week. I mean, I'm currently on vacation right now, but I have some stuff to do, so we'll see. There's my family's doing a housewarming party thing on Saturday, so. But yeah, I don't know. We might continue this tomorrow. We might do it on another night. It just depends what I'm doing and when I'm free and what the plan is, really, But I'm glad that we're almost at 600. Day 4. I'm starting to lose track of time. The battery on my phone became very low, so I delegated to save it in case I find an exit. But how are you supposed to play Fruit Ninja? I don't know. I don't know why I chose Fruit Ninja. There's a new game, right? Because we did that one. Yeah, Spooky Cart. We didn't try this one yet. I mean, technically, I could play these every time I walk through here, but... How do I play this, chat? Oh, am I supposed to hit the... I think I'm supposed to hit the cars. I don't know if I'm supposed to hit the cars or just win the race. I can run over this with no issue. Okay, hitting carts gives me more time, so I want to, Those buildings. Oh, there's some more carts. Oh no, I've walled myself in. Oh, this isn't great. I think I'm going the wrong way, chat. I think we might fail this minigame quicker than I intended. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. It's always fun when you play games within games. I know, I was like, I'm so close to 600, we're getting through all the rooms, and I'm like, oh, here's a new cart, new game. Sometimes it's actually, speaking of arcade cabinets and stuff, sometimes I think about getting Walmart has those has those arcade machines, I guess, yeah, machines that have multiple games on them. It's not multiple of the old games, and sometimes I think about getting them. Hey, Peachetic, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're playing a mini game within the game right now, but yeah, sometimes I think about getting those arcade games, and maybe eventually, when I have my own apartment, a lot more room, I'll get some of those. Also, I should go to there's an arcade bar that's back closer to where I used to live, but I haven't been there for a while, and they moved to another location. I think it's bigger now, so I should really check that out at some point. Is this a reflection of your driving, IRL? No, my driving is 10 times worse. No, my driving's okay. Well, it's weird. So, my driving is pretty okay when I'm by myself, and then if somebody else is in the car, it gets marginally worse. And then for some reason, when Creeps is in the car, it gets much worse, and I don't know why. It's just a weird habit. I just take sharp turns, which is the only problem with my driving. Okay, let's continue onward now that we've done that. Alright, 4 more rooms, and then we're in our, we should be able to save it, I think. Oh, I got stuck again. Day 5. I can't remember. Why did I come here? Was there ever a purpose? I believe death is steadily approaching me now. The hallucinations can hurt me. I'm out of provisions, and I'm having sudden, violent heart palpitations. Nick Cage, is that you? Better ingredients, better pasta. That's the power of the Home Depot. What? Game saved. You know what? We'll continue. We'll continue a little bit. I still have some energy in me. And if we don't finish it tonight, but we manage to finish it on another night, and I do have energy after that, we might switch to Tattletale or something. But we'll see. Here we go. Are we ready, chat? Are you ready? I know I'm ready. I've pulled your microphone closer. My microphone. Somebody's microphone. I don't know. Room 602. But yeah, I probably won't continue this stream too much longer because, like I said, I am starting to get tired. And let me tell you, the worst thing for me and for you guys would be for you to just watch me sitting here, like, in a half-vegetative state, probably getting worse at the game progressively because I'll be slowly losing all brain cells and power that I have, so. This is good, though. Besides the bit of a scuffed, start that we had, I feel like this has been a pretty good comeback stream so far. At least that's how I feel. I don't know how you feel, chat. Specifically you, Rena, because I know you've been here for pretty much the whole thing almost. But, alright, I'm gonna see if that extra enemy was added to the system. What was it? Specimen 6? Oh no, Specimen 6 was him. Active, total fatalities 189. Method, physical punctures. A wooden life-size puppet found floating in a reservoir where a town had once been. Specimen is active despite appearance and has proved very effective on subjects who disregard it or have vision impairments. Which is why we had to keep staring at him. Specimen 7. Unknown. Total fatalities 93. Oh, that's the wall I ran into that killed me. Method unknown. Specimen is constantly changing form and attributes depending on subject's personality, but most common form resembles a wall of moving anatomy symbols. Only effective on subjects with past trauma or a history of psychological issues. Type, active, total fatalities, 149, method, absorption. A floating figure that appeared in a test chamber a few years after it was filled with what was believed to just be unusually violent deer. Specimens seemed to engulf subjects and absorb them into the torso region. Proved extremely effective on violent subjects. So, this is different from the deer, though. Now, there's that one that's blinking, but I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. Specimen 10. Type, docile. Total fatalities, unknown. Method, unknown. A worm-like creature that inhabits the old, rundown GL labs. A genetically modified eel that was supposed to be extremely violent, but instead was very passive. Though not effective, it was kept as a pet until the facility was abandoned due to specimen... blah, 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 blah. Type, active. Total fatalities, 317. Method, unknown. A floating red figure that was found inside a secret area below a large abandoned corporate office once owned by a restaurant franchise. The specimen is extremely violent and also seems to leave the house at will despite various containment methods. Victims vanish on contact with specimen, but sometimes remains of the victims have been found inside the testing chamber days later, proved not effective as victims' souls do not remain after contact. Yeah, it won't let me click that. Okay. Back. And I assume the modify house layout still doesn't do anything. Okay. Cool. So we saw a couple new enemies that we didn't see before, like that weird horned guy and the worm thing. But it sounds like the worm thing isn't going to be much of a problem for us, so that's good. Oh, this is different. Okay, containment facilities, I'm assuming. What do we have here? Oh, this is a light generator. Okay. Man, this is high tech, huh? A little bit different from the rest of the facilities. Also, by the way, chat, let me know if the game audio is louder than me. Like, if it gets too loud and it's bothering you guys, just let me know. This facility is quite odd. Some of the equipment doesn't seem quite right, almost as if it were designed for people without hands. Also, I'm not sure if it's just faulty electronics, but the power keeps fluctuating and weird noises are coming from the air ducts. I wonder if this part was originally made for Spooky specifically, since she's a ghost and probably would not be able to use hands in a normal way? I don't know. Chat, I've gone into the air ducts. I do not know if this is a bad idea or not, but this is where we are, so. Oh wait, that was the door. Duh. Oh, you know what? I have to go through the air duct. You have to keep it close. It becomes something else when it gets too far away, something I can't outrun. What does that mean? Oh. Oh. It says I gotta keep it close, though, chat. Okay. I think... maybe when it's a worm, it's hard to outrun. But... as long as I leave it as this weird walking thing... and I just go slow... because it's a pretty slow thing, then we might be okay. Right? Because I want to follow the hint that piece of paper gave me, because I'm worried that if I don't, it's going to kind of screw me over. So I'm not gonna run from it. Come on, buddy. I don't know, maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe this is, like, wrong. The wrong way to handle it. But, I just feel like it seems to be working so far, and I don't want to screw up what's working. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't like that. I wonder if I got too far away from it, if that's why. Or if I was too close to it. Okay, well, it's not... it's not, like, bolting after me. So I think we're okay. I don't know, Chad, is this... do you think this is the wrong way to do it? Do you think it's gonna, like, kill me or something? Here's to hoping, anyway. So how did this even happen? Because they said the worm was, like, fine, the way it was. The only way to test it is to try to outrun it, but this seems to be working. Yeah. I mean, should I try it once? Will that screw me up forever? Oh, yeah, okay. Running away, it turns into a worm thing. I just gotta be careful, because it... Where is it? Okay, so it looks like I don't want to get too close to it, because if I get too close to it, it opens up its weird mouth thing. But if I run too far away from it, then it becomes like a worm thing, and it runs very, very fast at me. Buddy? Hello? I don't know if it's stuck. Right, well, I'm just gonna... That thing scared me. Alright. He probably just got stuck on, like, a wall. He kind of, like... He opens that door, but it almost looks like he kind of breaks it a little bit. Chat, we're doing alright, though. We're making it through. We're doing okay. We're doing A-okay. At our 2.5 hour mark, almost. Once we hit exactly 2.5 hours, I'm going to, play us an ad here. But we're not quite there yet. We might get up to 700 though, chat. We're doing well. We're doing well. Alright. This kind of feels like if you're driving somewhere and you're, you know, somebody's I can't see. Somebody's following you. Like, because you're both going to the same place. And it's like, you know, you keep looking back, or you're looking through your car mirrors, and you're like, oh, they still following me? Are they still on their way? This enemy feels like an excuse to just pad out the playtime. Kinda, like, it definitely makes it take longer. Now, granted, you might be able to outrun the worm thing if you're in, like, you know, kind of shorter rooms, and you have time to sprint. What is that? Well, oh. It was just one of the stupid little skeleton pop-ups. I just heard the noise, and I'm like, oh my god, is that, like, another creature that's gonna kill us? Like, I wasn't sure. Alright, I don't want to get too close to you, weird thing. You were supposed to be docile. A docile worm friend. That's what the computer said. But the computer lied to me. The internet lied to me, chat. It's so upsetting. Do-do-do-do-do. Making our way downtown. Walking slower and slower. So we can chill with this dude. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And we're going through our... This is really crushing our timing of how many rooms we can get through per minute. Or per hour. Look at them legs. Look at them legs go. Dan's getting his cardio on. Okay, you are figuring out how to walk around. I was worried you were gonna be stupid. Oh, you are stupid. Oh, he's trying his best, though. He can't seem to navigate around that section very well. Oh, look at Nightbot. Nightbot's having a time right now in chat. Oh, shit. I I got distracted for a second, and then I lost my focus. Alright, he's chilled out. He's not angry anymore. Getting Nightbot to plug the Discord too. See, I told you, Nightbot. Listen, right now, Nightbot is the only mod who bothered to come to my stream, so. Oh, except for you, of course, Rena. But, so I appreciate all that Nightbot does for this channel. Which at this point is basically just plug in links for things. Because I made him stop taking away links because it used to get mad when I posted links, and that was not great. Yes, you are the best of mods. Bread. Oh, is it not following us anymore? Cool. Oh, why are you upset? It's sad bread. Or toast. Is it bread or toast? I don't know. It had some lines on it, so that's why I'm like, maybe it got crispy. Maybe it is toast. We're almost at 650 though, so that's a good sign. But, oh, it's time for your ad. Let me play an ad for you, chat. I played the ad. I don't know if you got it, but we will see. Do. I'm an old man. Ba. Wow, you plugged the Discord of the Nightbot right in my Discord. I'm so sorry, chat. No, I'm not. I'm not going to apologize for yawning. Not today. Do. Okay. Gotta sprint to keep our average back up and running. Rena, can you hear me? Did you get an ad? Did it work? Maybe someday the pennies from these ads will add up, no pun intended, and I will be given some sort of compensation for my time. No? Oh, that's sad. Ads don't always seem to play for everybody, and I don't know why. Wait, is this a dead end? Oh, no, there's a door right there. We're past 650, though. We're making progress, so that's good. You did get an ad earlier, though, right? Like, that worked? It's probably left, up, left. Okay, I'm glad that it worked at one point at least. That's good to know. Look at us go, chat. Look at us make progress. We're doing so well. Alright, it's gonna be left, up this time. Nope. Maybe left, up, left again? Yes. 660. We should be getting to 700 soon. I'm hoping. We can save it again. We're almost through the thousand doors of the mansion, chat. The 1,000 rooms. We're beyond halfway there, which is great, so. Do. You know, chat, at some point, I will have to make sure I upload this one to YouTube, and I realized that the last two streams that I did... Nope. The last two streams that I did... Is this the... Yep, it's that dude. The last 2 streams that I did months ago, I didn't actually upload to YouTube, which I meant to do. And, you know, Twitch being Twitch deletes them, so they're not on here anymore. But don't worry, I save all of my streams to my computer. I think he phased through the wall. I save all my streams to the computer, so I just need to go and upload those so that you can rewatch them if you'd like. Which they're either both the cat lady, or one of them might have been Minecraft, or it might have been 2 cat ladies and a Minecraft. I don't remember. Who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe we will get back to the cat lady. I haven't decided. Now it's not lost media. I still have it. I just have to upload it. That's all. And I'll have to get back to making thumbnails. It's been a hot sec since I've done some, you know, good thumbnails. I actually, next month is when I need to renew my Adobe Audition license. Not Audition, sorry. Adobe Suite license, so that I can continue to use it. But I'm debating whether or not I want to pay the full year price again, or if I want to, you know, try to pay for it monthly. Because the full year price is like $600 or like $630 after tax, which is what I paid last time and just had it for the whole year. Or I could do it monthly and it'll be like $56 a month. But, you know, I might at this point, I mean, I know I'm saving money and stuff, but like, I might just pay the full year and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. That might be good. But I'm pretty sure the last Minecraft stream was uploaded. Okay, so yeah, it probably was the cat lady then. I don't remember, like, how far into the cat lady were we? Like, did we just have, like, 1 person left? Like, we did quite a bit in those streams. I don't know, maybe I'll continue that. Now, granted, I don't know if we'll ever get back to Breath of the Wild, because that's a pretty long game in general, and I want to play some other stuff. But we might do the cat lady again someday, just to finish that up and feel complete. I think what I'm gonna do, right, chat, with these streamings is I'm not gonna hop around from game to game. I know I kind of did that a little bit before when we were streaming on more days, but I think I would rather focus on a game. I mean, like, if I start getting bored with the game, I might switch to doing something else. But otherwise, like for example, if we don't finish this tonight, which I don't think we're going to, because I'm probably going to stop soon, you know, I'll continue this next stream, whenever that is, and we'll try to finish that. But then we can do... we can do, what am I forgetting? But yeah, we can play other games and try to stick our way through them and stuff. It might be fun. I might, you know what? I might actually, like, after this and maybe the other horror game Tattletale, I might try to set up the Elgato and maybe we'll play Donkey Kong Country. I think that'd be fun. What do you think? Would Donkey Kong Country be fun, chat? Also, what are you saying to me? I think you just beat the people who kidnapped you and the cat lady. Oh, right, okay. Since you now live in New Hampshire, you may not have to pay tax. That's true. I don't know, does it work that way for, when it comes to something like that? Maybe. Because it's not shipping tax, because, you know, it's a software. But, day 7. I can't tell the real from unreal anymore. My limbs refuse to move the way I want them to. I feel like I'm wading in a deep river that is always flowing against my direction. Now I will lay down and let the river flow over me. I will let it guide me to its end. I know where I'm going anyway. This place, this entire place, is just a gyrating, screaming rock in the vastness of an infinite kingdom. I'm going to rest now. I'll be watching over you. And we just saved it. Chapter 6, I think. Yeah, it probably was Chapter 6. I don't remember. Alright, chat. Well, I'm starting to lose steam. And, we're, what, 3 hours in? Or not 3 hours. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes. But we're close to 3 hours in now. So I think it is time to call it a night. That being said, let me, here. I'm gonna switch to my face. so you can see me. And we already finished, we already saved, so I can close the game. Oops. How do I, gotta go down one. Might I recommend, what? You have about 70 minutes left. I recommend a small streamer. Yeah. I don't know. What streamer is it? Are they live right now? So I gotta look at Twitch and see who we can raid. Has to be somebody who's live. I don't know, but to make a comeback too, I almost kind of want to throw it to somebody. No, I mean Minecraft Cowboy's on right now. He's got like 9 people watching. It's been a hot sec since we've seen him. Kim Yu Mew? Who's Kim Yu Mew? Let's see. Kim Yu Mew is live. Now, Rena, in this case, is this somebody you actually watch, or are you just pulling streamers out of nowhere? Catgirl and Joyers, click here. Ooh, ooh, oh god, I'm reading the description. We playing the Spelunky game today. Oh wait, is she playing Spelunky? No, it says Night in the Woods. Oh, Spooky. Damn it, I misread it. I don't know, Rena. I don't know if I should. You do actually watch this person? Okay, here, give me a second. I'm gonna, I just want to check her out for a sec, see what we got going on here. And why not, right? All right. Okay. Might as well. I will follow you. I will let you choose this streamer this time, Rena. But just because you are our VIP and you came out for our return stream, and I appreciate that. You're a streamer, and we are your captive audience, so I'm obligated to respect your choice. That is true. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. I'll do this for you. Let me get the raid started. All right. Well, our raid is getting ready. Thank you again for anyone who's here watching. I'm glad. I know there's not a lot of people viewing right now, but I'm glad that we're back. I'm glad that we're doing no, we're not doing Pokemon tomorrow. I'm telling you, Jenna. But I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're playing some games. This is a lot of fun, and I have missed streaming. And like I said, I know we're not doing as many streams as we did before because I can't keep up with that, honestly. But just to be back and have some fun with you guys every once in a while, and to play games and chat, it's good. It's good, and I'm excited. So, that being said, as always, I'm the Raging Book Nerd telling you to stay hydrated and get a good night's sleep. And we're going to raid Kim Mew now.